Hello boys and girls, Alex here. This is a video that's probably a bit out of left field, but I'm going to show you how I doctored a picture for one of the guys on Lumberjocks to get it to, from a JPEG sketch, to get it to a printable, or sort of like a CNC or laserable format. This is a picture. Personally, that's to me too small to work with, so I shall enlarge it. While I use Thumbs Plus as my normal picture viewer, I won't. While I could actually resize it using Thumbs Plus, I'm not going to use Thumbs Plus because it doesn't create as good a quality as this other software that I have, which is PhotoZoom. I'll bring it up to 1200. As you can see, it doesn't do a bad job of it. I'll save that Gems tree. I'll save it as a PNG file and leave it at that. Okay. Now, here is the file. The first thing I want to do is I want to make sure it's straight. Through this software, there's I can't remember, but all I know is it's O to straighten it up. So I'm going to draw a line along the border here. Hit enter. Now that should straighten it up to a certain degree. And I will save that file. Okay. I'll get out of this. As you can see, it's slightly a bit skewed. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open it with Photo Paint, which is part of Corel Draw. Pardon me. Now, I use a masking tool. I'm going to select all this white stuff, and the masking tool I use is called the Magic One Mask in here. Click on that, and that's selected most of it. Now if I click on Shift, you see that little one turn to a plus, and that's just about selected everything else. So what I'll do now is I will cut, Control C that. Oh, hang on. Oops. Let's go back because there's another spot that I didn't select. Let's try that. Control C for cut. Oops. Try that again. Control X to cut, to get rid of it. Control V to put it back in place. And I'll get rid of the background, which was the original thing here. Now, I will fill that up with black. It's already set up as, this is a bucket, set up as uniform fill, and here it is. I've just selected, oops, from there, black, and oops, let's try that again, do the right thing. Now you'll notice there's a lot of spots in here that aren't right. Now the idea is to tidy up this picture. Now the way I do it is with Paint Tool, eyedropper, shortcut is E, so I select, naturally it's the black, but you know, that's how I would do it. Then go into the Paint Tool. Now if you hold Shift and move the mouse forward, it increases, decreases the cursor, or alternatively up here you can change the size. And then zoom in and just paint over. Now this is the meticulous part, because it depends on how fine you want it. Sorry, I have to stop and breathe as I'm doing it. I can't talk and operate at the same time too well. As you can see, the more squigglies you've got, the rougher the other diagram is. You can zoom down, zoom in, and really fine-tune this. Now look, I'm not going to go overboard because this is more an exercise of demonstrating how it's done, rather than actually creating a end product. Now naturally, because of the sketch, it was taken from a sketch, it's going to have all these little imperfections that will not translate too well in the next process. Oops, I hit the wrong button. As I say, the more you tidy this up, the better the final result's going to look. But ideally, the crisper the edges, or the straighter the edges I should say, the less jagged lines you will get. And I'll show you what I mean by jagged in a previous example. In fact, alright, look, I might just deviate and show you what I mean by jagged. Let's zip over here, go up to, I think it's temp 1. Let's look at this, and I zoom in on it. You can see how it's all jagged there. I'm trying to minimize that, so let's get back to this thing here. As I said, the more effort you put in here, the better the results will be. As you can see, in some places it's totally missing. Now with this software, it doesn't actually, you've got to go over it a couple of times to fill it in. Now I believe Inkscape, which is a freebie, can do a lot of these operations, because Corel Draws, I think it costs about $600 or $700, or it used to. I don't know how much it is now because I've always been upgrading it to the latest version, but still, even the upgrade usually costs a couple of $100, well, close to $300. Okay, as you can see, oh look, I'm going to, I don't want to spend too much time on this. I mean, I don't mind doing it, just that the video will become monstrous and could become a tad boring watching it. It's not so bad when you're doing it because you're occupied, but when you're sitting on your ass just watching it, it's a different story. Look, I'll try and fix up some of these bigger inconsistencies. Now I don't know whether in the video you're going to hear this. I've actually got the TV going on in the background. No idea what's on. I was listening to the Victorian government's latest splurge on this COVID-19, because the shit's really hit the fan here in Victoria because of fucking idiots not playing by the rules. And in fact, if you have a look, the news is filled with all the people that are trying to escape lockdown and getting turned back. Well, for fuck's sake, they're breaking the rules by trying to don't turn them back, but also whack them with a fucking big fine. Anyway, that's my opinion. I'm not here to do it, but fuck it. Suppose if it wasn't for those morons, I wouldn't be at home with having the time to be able to make this video and do this demo. So I suppose you can thank those morons for the availability of this video, the making of this video. Now, if I remember from previous work, this is where it does get quite interesting, or now I actually can hear the thing. I use Alexa, so I'll see if I can shut the TV down in the lounge. Alexa, mute lounge TV. No, didn't want to listen to me. Alexa, mute lounge TV. No. I happen to have a Alexa machine near the TV, and for some reason saying that command here doesn't work as well as saying it on the TV thing there. And I don't particularly want to stop this video because I hate editing. Oh God, there's Dr. Alexa telling me to take my magnesium pills, which I take on a...
This might answer your question.
Oh, shut up.
5 milligrams of magnesium per 100 grams or 9 milligrams of magnesium in one apple. Did that answer your question?
Shut up. Yeah. Oh boy. The magnesium pills help me with my cramps. I get quite a few cramps, usually after a good bout of alcohol, and I have a lot of bouts of alcohol, so I get a lot of cramps. There you are. Now you know my secret. Now, oh look, we'll dodge that there. This is starting to get boring even for me, so what I might do is hurry this up. I mean, look, I can always come back and fix this up. It's just that if I do something to this, the more effort I put into that, the more I've got to then repeat it if I come back and fix this up. X for erase because I went overboard, so you can just erase it here. As I said, Inkscape, P for paint, does a similar thing, because I know I used to have a lot of trouble getting PDF files into JPEGs and all that. And at one stage, I think before I had CorelDRAW, I used to use Inkscape specifically for that. Damn it. There's a lot here. Oh, well, at least if you're watching the video, you can fast forward. Just hope you don't miss out on the good bits. Yeah, look, I might just join that up, probably because it should be. I'm also making some of these lines a bit thicker, because when we go into Corel and do a trace of this, you might lose quite a bit, some of the definition. Yeah, look, I'll join that up as well. Oops, increase that. That's starting to annoy me, that bloody TV. But I don't know how to pause this recording, and I don't particularly, as I said, want to go in there and start editing videos. As you've probably noticed through a lot of my videos there, you get it warts and all stuff. This, I do basic editing, but no, I'm not there to create a Cecil B. DeMille production. Look, I think this might do. Now, one of the things I have found with regards to this software, I store all my stuff on a NAS machine, and because of that, actually what I might do is I might put a bigger border around this. Where is it? Yeah. Store it on a NAS machine. Oh, come on. And whenever I Control R gets rid of that. Whenever I save a file over it, it somehow, I think this software tries to delete the file and put in a new copy. It deletes the file and puts it in the bit bucket, but the new copy is lost. So I have to actually, I'm trying to get, what do you call it, QNAP to fix the problem, but they're blaming CorelDRAW. At the moment, well, I've had problems with them with other software, and they keep blaming the other vendor. I haven't approached CorelDRAW, and of course the other vendor says it's QNAP. I haven't approached them, so anyway, let's try it. Sorry, I'm rambling. I'll go there, I'll do a save. Okay, now I just make sure it hasn't, oops, yeah, as you can see it's just not there. So what I'll do is I'll do a save as. I have to do a save as only because I haven't changed it. If I change something, I could then save it. Gems3 there, PNG, save. Okay, now make sure it's there. Come on. Yep, there it is. Let's have a look at that, and here we are. Okay, I can then get out of this. Now, what I do after that, as you can see, it's got that. Look, I might actually trim that back like that. Control R. Oops, try again. Close. We'll try that bloody thing again. Control R. That's better. Okay, now I can save that. I think this software doesn't mind saving it. Okay. Now the other thing I might do is I might actually make a copy of this because it actually resembles the other picture much better. Control R will crop that, and I'll do save that as gem PNG. We'll make that number 1. This is where you start getting all the different versions. Now, the fact that I've got this as number 1, I'll go back in here only because I'd like to get rid of X4, this border that we went over. You can see why I don't want to spend too much time on it for a demo purpose, that is. That's okay, there's no border. Oh yeah, there's a border there. Let's get rid of that. Oops, that's moving it. Make that a bit smaller. Bit smaller still. There you are. And oops. There. That's better. Now I'll do a save as. Oh, it doesn't matter what I save it as. Yes. Okay. Now with the, as I said, the software, it's now gone again. However, I can do a save as again, and this time it'll be there. I could have recovered it from the Bitbucket, but probably a double save is just as good. While I'm here, look, I might touch this up a bit. In here, Christ, this video is going to take a long time by the looks of it, because well, maybe not. Sorry about that, guys. I'm ad-libbing just for your sake, because I think sometimes listening to crap is better than not listening to anything. You might get the impression of how this stupid idiot's brain works with the commentary. There, look, that's going to have to do, bugger it. Oh, I didn't like. Oh no, that's cool. Okay, let's do a file. Save as. Naturally, it's gonna be lost, so I'll do a save as again. As I said, I'm getting used to this now. And bloody QNAP refused to take responsibility. Well, no, not for this one. There's another problem. They didn't. Yeah, there's a new one, as you can see. So what I'll do is now I'll open it up in CorelDRAW. Now I've got a shortcut in this, so I don't know whether it's a Alt tilde. I'll see whether I can find how we do it. Outline trace, clip art. Now, specify color. I don't know why that keeps getting unwhatevered. But as you can see, it's not too bad. I can change the smoothing of it. as you can see, if you want to do it that way, I like to keep a little bit of discontinuance there. Yeah, look, if I didn't, what would we have? Smoothing. As I said, I do like, yeah, I like it that way. I don't want to do corner smoothing. That'll do. Look, we'll leave it at that. That's okay. Now, A4. We'll make this border with A3, A4. And let's go portrait. Okay. Now let's the fact that now this is a clip art, I'll lock the dimensions. Now it will, oops, rather than, come on, it's now vector. So oh look, I don't know much about the difference between vector and the other one, but other than the fact that it works better. Oh, there's a shortcut P for positioning in the middle. Now the dimensions of that is, whoops, that's a page. This is one, look, I'll make it 170. And that's 273. I'll unhook that, make it 274. Right, now I can do a rectangle. The same size, 170, 274. If I do a P, you'll notice it'll center everything. Now the rectangle is 0.2 mil thick. I'll give it 75. I'll give it 1. And look, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to cover anything else up. What I'll do is I'll group those two together. Well, I've got a shortcut, which is Control G. They're grouped. So at the moment we've got a black drawing with a white, with that white border. Duplicate page. I'll move the thing around. What I will now do is invert the images. Effects, here we go. Effect, transform. Oops, maybe if I selected it. Effects, transform, invert colors. Now let's get into that. Now that's made the white black white. The rectangles I'll change to black fill, and this oh, hang on, I'll order it and bring it to the front, and there you have it. Now you've got the white, and I suppose I could even get rid of the, no, I won't get rid of the border. But anyway, look, I'm not after. I could play around with this to get whatever effect you may want, but look, I'm not going to bother. So there you have it, and that's the inverse of it. The next thing I will do, what I normally do, is File, Print. I print a PDF. I use Nuance PDF, but there's plenty of like Microsoft Print or whatever freebies on the market out there. Preferences, A4, that, custom, and I think what I do is, where is it? Layout, fit to page, to get it to the right page. That's if I had A3 or whatever, and hopefully that should be it. I'll put it into Gems Tree 1 PDF, save it. There are a couple of things I didn't clean up there. What could I do to clean that up? Group of two objects. Yeah, actually, here we go. Oops. Yeah. Holy shit. That's worked. We'll go to page 2. Oops, that was page 2. Oh, hang on. What's that? Is that... Yeah, get rid of that. Get rid of that. There you are. So we've just got one curve, which is better than what I wanted. Let's have a look at this one here. Delete that. Delete that. Delete that. Delete that. Oh, wrong one. Oops. Try again. Let's try the other one. That's it. Hey, that looks better. Okay, now I'm happy with that. Let's try that print again. It'll be interesting to see whether this will now overwrite it, or will it delete it? No. Oh, unable to locate. Holy shit. Of course it doesn't. It doesn't do that. I have to select that. Yep. Okay. Did I do a print? Don't know. Let's try it again anyway. Print. Nuance PD. Current page. Print. Save. Replace existing file. That's it. I can now save that as a CDR. Oops, forget about that, but there is, oh yeah, alright, I know you don't like it, but there's a PDF, Christ, fit to one full page. Okay guys, that's it for now. Jim or whatever, sorry, your name is, you might appreciate this. Catch you later, boys and girls. Keep safe. Now, where the hell is it? I think it's Shift